Warning, parental guidance is advised.
Hey Cardiff, are you ready to rock? Not quite now, Bon Jovi, no.
Good start.
In London town.
Oh, we're halfway there.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a Londoner.
Cause I'm a Londoner. What it is to be a Londoner.
Fuck.
Cause
To
I'm
be
a...
foreign.
Jason, would you rather be a
in
Londoner?
London.
Would you rather be
Or
a
a wanderer?
Londoner? Well, yeah.
Because I'm a
Or
wanderer.
a hobo.
A hobo. I
A
think.
cockney hobo.
A cockney hobo. Cockney hobos would be the best though.
I'd rather
They'd
cock
go
a
into
hobo.
places and they'd be like,
A what?
"Howdy
I'd
there,
cock a hobo.
matey.
Cock a hobo.
I'd cock a hobo.
Oh, chippery Medusa, I'm a cockney hobo, I am. Yes, I am, I aren't. Could you spare me some pennies so I could go out and get myself an espresso?
If I had to be
and they
a...
give me money because I would be a cockney hobo, and they think that's adorable. This guy is keeping the spirit of cockney alive.
And then you go home like,
pairs and I'll spunk on your fratney bits.
You know.
If I wanted to be a cockney, I'd be Len Goodman, the second best rapper of all time.
Here is a word of advice to all homeless people.
What's
right?
that?
If you want to get rich in life, then adopt the cockney accent and bring it back. People will be so charmed by you that they'll just shower money at your feet.
Okay.
That's the word of advice from Jason today.
A cockney.
Be a cockney.
Cockney.
It'll do you great. Oh, I'll say, sir. Would you like me to sweep your chimneys?
I think I want to commit suicide.
your throat for a fiver.
I'll stick me dick in your bum for 20 nuts. I will.
Oh, come on your plates of meat. That's Irish.
Come on,
What
you-
the hell?
What's up, mate? I'll come on your plates. Ooh.
Plates of meat. Fish.
Tripod. Three cunts and they're sitting here doing nothing but it's a tripod. Tripod.
Oh, shit.
And we don't talk about pedos.
We don't now.
Not anymore. We've transcended beyond the need for paedophiles. We're on to bestiality now. That's our new thing.
Bestiality.
Yeah, our new niche.
Was there ever a need for paedophiles?
I mean, there was. We needed an initial
You
base to
need
sort
to
of.
control the kids somehow.
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
like-
exactly. We needed to grow our base
For
somehow.
kids like Macaulay Culkin and half the Mickey Mouse Club, yeah.
Wait,
Pedos
guys.
are a very impressionable
Precocious
audience.
twats.
Hello and welcome to
Cunt pod.
the tripod
Beef curtains.
with me, Ashley,
Whammond.
host guy,
Dan gave me such a cheeky grin there for a second. He was
and
like, "Oh, I've said
Paul
a
is
naughty
taking
word."
a chocolate bar.
He's taken a cock in a party ring.
Sitting next to me is the one, the only, the Jason.
The flat cap wearing.
Stop
mutton
chewing into
chop.
the
It's
microphone.
delicious.
Stop chewing into the
Sporting.
microphone. It's fucking disgusting.
Hello, my name's Jason. How do you do?
And in front of me today is Dan Cameron.
Hello.
Hi, hi Dan. How you doing?
Next segment.
High energy. And locked
But
in
the
the locked in the box
But
as
Dan, the
always.
next segment is asking you how you are.
Oh, for fuck's
And
sake.
and locked in the box as usual is Paul.
And locked in the cages.
Good
with
morning.
How you
Jimmy.
doing, Paul?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How
Is
you
it a
doing,
good?
Paul?
Is it a good morning? Is it?
I'm high energy.
I'll be
today.
the fucking judge of that.
Everyone's high energy. Jason, how high energy are you?
Oh, I'm ready to get on my chair and put a noose around my neck and jump off the chair with glee, with gusto.
That's very high energy.
In fact, I'll do it right now. Come on, let's do it.
Bye, Jason.
No, don't do it.
Fine.
I won't. Mostly because I don't want to get my dirty shoes on Paul's lovely furniture.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
respect him far too
So we'll
much.
start
for
with
that.
Jason this week. How's your week been?
Wait, but that's the next segment, Ash.
Like, we don't have a segment change in between it though. You just go straight
I thought
on.
we did.
No, we never have.
I thought.
I swear we have.
Let's
No.
just.
Tell you
right.
what, right? I'm gonna look this up, right? And,
Google
and
it.
next week when I come back,
Do we have
I'm gonna be like, I'm either gonna be like, so yeah, actually you were right, or I'm gonna be, you bitch,
I'll
you
tell
got
you-
it wrong, you ruined the show.
I'll tell you what, just for you, Jason.
Yes, hello, whatever.
Are you
pretty
happy?
sure you, Paul.
Are you happy?
I'm
about
pretty
that?
sure.
Thank you, Paul.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, right? Though
you.
Look,
we don't have
Well,
segment.
You
look.
might be. Sometimes I think we have.
We'll
Just
find
to
out.
illustrate.
Jason,
Hello.
you're about as annoying as that guy that was ridiculing my flipping note. that I had on the window on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
We're actually geeks, not
Oh,
nerds.
fuck him. So Jason, how's your week
Our
been?
tits are female genitalia.
Wait, sorry, what was this?
Oh, just some
So
guy.
Jason had
oh.
so Dan had a note on the window.
Is that one
for
on
Sunday?
Sunday? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
it.
And some guy came in and Dan was showing it to me and someone else. And this guy comes on and goes, "Oh, welcome to all nerd migos and nerd again
Nerd
or something."
Migos.
Yes, shit like that. And this guy's like, "Actually, it's not nerd, it's geek." I'm like, "It's basically the same fucking thing."
Yeah,
mate.
he said, what was it? He said something.
I said,
There's no point in getting all worked up. It's a note.
Yeah, there's no point getting worked up. It's a note. It's just two fucking
Yeah.
words that basically mean the same thing. Shut up.
He's the same sort of person that would like not move 2 feet to let you park into a parking space.
Yes. So
Probably
Jason,
the same kind of guy who'd walk into a shop and accuse comics of being sexist
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
after
wasn't
smoking like
It wasn't
20
him, though.
packets.
it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
So how's your week been?
My week's been alright.
What you done?
been pretty good.
Ow, my nose.
I auditioned for Oliver Twist.
Did you get in?
Who did you
Yeah.
volunteer as?
volunteer.
Audition as?
I volunteered as Fagin.
Fagin?
Good old
Old
Fagin.
fagin.
Or as
I
one
want-
of the people on there said it, Fagin.
Fagin?
They said they pronounced it as Fagin.
Fagin. I want to be Fagin.
Hello, I am Fagin.
I show you how to be Slav.
You must squat like this.
And you wear Adidas. You put Adidas stripes on your
You
car.
must have flat-footed squat or you'll rest and spy.
But yeah, I'm very excited to do that. There is a high chance that I could be Fagin.
Fagin.
We don't
Fagin.
know. Fagin.
Fagin.
We'll have to wait. But if we do, that means I get like 3 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, the one at the Crescent.
We need to go to that this time.
I will
Can't
remind you every week.
Can't you like do another rendition of Fame? Because Fame is like my favourite guilty pleasure film of the 80s.
Oh, tell you what, I'll do one just for you tonight, Dan.
Can you do the flash dance as well?
I do the flash.
Where they pour a bucket of water over you and you go like that.
Sorry, can you do that again, Dan?
Like that.
I can try it. Hold on, let me.
But we need a bucket of water.
Oh
kick the
wait,
drum
no, I
kit.
know what you mean. You're like this,
And then
they
the
pour
water gets poured
yeah.
over.
Okay, I know. What
She
you
was
mean.
hot. I bet she
Did
ain't
that
now,
happen
though.
in yours?
No, it didn't.
No.
Sadly.
So what else you done this week?
Nothing much else really. Oh well, I've watched a few things. I decided to watch a bit of Inside Number 9 because I've been hearing like increasingly more good things
Some of that
about
was
it,
filmed in Peterborough.
Yeah,
the
some
boy.
of it's
some
been,
of
the
that
new
was-
series has been filmed in Peterborough.
which
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited for
And it's
now.
got Tom Hardy and Brian Blessed in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't really know what to think of it. I saw it before and I thought, oh, that looks kind of interesting, but it is like it's another Black Mirror.
Is
it-
it from the guys that made is it League of Gentlemen?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the League of Gentlemen and Psychoville.
Yeah.
And they're doing this new one. The first one is like I've seen 2 of them. The first episode was called Sardines, and they're like inside this. They're playing sardines,
Yeah.
and they all have to get into this wardrobe. And
Yeah.
so pretty much the whole episode is just them talking in a wardrobe,
Right.
and it's really cramped and like there's sort of really uncomfortable, awkward talking throughout it. But it was pretty funny. I liked it.
Fair enough.
Second one was even better, right? It was like a heist movie, only there was no talking.
Oh yeah, and that's the
For
back
30
one,
minutes,
yeah, yeah.
it was the burglars trying to break
Yeah,
into
yeah.
this rich person's house, and like
No spoilerinos, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
it was just really good.
I won't be watching it, but
I
yeah,
will
no
be. I
spoilers.
will be watching
I
it.
would highly recommend it, Dan. It was very good.
Dan, I dread to ask, but how's your week been?
Shit.
I mean, in general, you said your week's been fine, other than
I'll
this last
be
couple
I'll
of
be
days.
perfectly honest with you, right? Arsenal had over 30 shots on goal
Yeah.
at the weekend and still lost 3-1.
They did indeed.
I made a 17-year-old cunt cry yesterday because his mum or his girlfriend or whatever it was, his pet
excuse me.
dog, she looked like a fucking dog, wouldn't back 2 feet so I could get into a parking space.
Okay.
And plus it's December and you all know what that fucking means. Sir Ian McKellen on the telly going, could you spare £5 a month? No, I fucking can't.
love Christmas.
Fuck off, you gay bastard.
I'm saying nothing.
Can we say that?
Like Christmas.
Yeah, we'll let that one go, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then not Ed Sheeran. It's like, come on, you have like, you're the 1% with like 90% world's wealth, whatever the fuck it is. You donate,
Yeah.
you prick.
Hey, Ed Sheeran.
So yeah, my week's been shit.
Yeah.
And the lady I love so much has been ill this week, but I'm seeing her tomorrow, so I'll be happier tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yes, a better week than last week.
That's good. That's good.
I feel sorry for you because you have to follow me.
Yeah, I know. I've got to try and bring it up again now, haven't I? The tiling's finished in the bathroom,
That's good.
and the
Yay.
toilet's back in and flushing, so that's good. I still haven't had a bath for
Progress.
3 weeks, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah. Not bad.
There's a reason we keep him in the cage.
I had a bath this morning.
I didn't. I had a shower last night.
I didn't actually have time to have a shower. I slept until like
The water
9.
turned muggy
Again,
brown.
I had a shower
30.
last night, so I was okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's all good, guys.
I also had a good week, but I'm going to explain more about that in the in the next segment.
Your shirt explains it all. Like Clarissa. And raspberries.
Man's not hot.
Take your coat off.
Man's
Jason,
not hot.
take your
Babe,
coat off.
man's not hot.
Jan,
sake.
take off your jacket.
Man
Jason, take
is
off your jacket.
nether hot. Nether hot.
Never.
You know, like that great realm from Minecraft.
My nether regions are hot.
Do you-
Never. Yeah.
Have you ever played Minecraft Story Mode, Ash?
No.
It's one of the best games ever made.
What
by
actually
man.
happens in Minecraft Story Mode?
load of
let me
shit.
try and remember what the really obsessive 10-year-old told me.
Don't the guy that
Um,
played Pee Wee Herman? Don't he do a voice in one of those?
Patton Oswalt was in it.
Who?
The you know him. He sort of talks
Steve
like
in it?
this. Hello, my name is Patton Oswalt.
Oh,
He
okay.
probably speaks nothing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but that's my impression of Pat. I'm Patton Oswalt. I
That is a
talk
really good
about
impression
things.
of James Stewart. Actually.
James Stewart.
Hello,
Actually,
I'm
yeah,
James Stewart.
Wasn't he the guy that was in To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the
Anyway,
lawyer.
Sorry. Okay, so
He sounds a bit like Nicolas
So,
Cage.
the-
Oh no, not the
the
bees.
Nether. I think like the Nether invades this block building competition. They got like in the world of Minecraft. Apparently, they got like this weird obsession with building things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they build. They got like this building tournament. Are like, we're gonna make something great.
Didn't they
And
get?
so they build like a giant creeper
Didn't they get a Minecraft YouTuber in it?
and fill it with. Yes, they had a murder mystery episode which had like Captain Sparkles and a whole bunch of other Minecraft YouTubers.
Do you know what
in
I
it.
did?
Fucking hell.
Do you know what I did
what
on
did you, Dan?
Minecraft? I got invited onto someone's like whatever it's called server, and they built this thing, and I demolished it all with TNT. I'm the kid that goes
You're
onto a
that
beach
guy.
and kicks like fucking castles over.
I just go around building
no, no.
giant.
Do you know what I said over the microphone? You don't have planning permission for that. I'm the council. I'm blowing this shit up, and the kids started crying. Oh,
I just go around.
so
I just go
mean,
around building
Jesus
giant
Christ.
cocks everywhere. To be honest. Anyway,
what is a giant cock?
I
What
remember-
is that in the distance? What building is this? It's a cock and balls.
That's no moon.
So we
That's
should
no
really-
cock and ball.
we should really go into what
That's
the
a
segment is
twig and
actually.
giggleberries.
We should really go into what the segment's actually about.
No, hold on. Just quickly, I remember. Right, I went into this server once. It was right after 1.8 came
That's a
out,
massive dong.
and I was like, I want to build something. And like after about 30 minutes, the guy is like, "Give me your Skype info." So I gave it to him, and he contacts me, and he's like, "I need a moderator. Would you like to be admin on this server?" And I was like, "What?" Okay, sure.
No.
And he was like, "Okay, don't let me down.
No.
You need to be here every day and look after the server." And I'm like, "Okay,"
Just
and I
say
just left
no.
and never went on again.
Okay.
30 minutes. 30 minutes the guy gave me admin. I could have destroyed everything.
No.
You should have.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Oh.
I can't. I don't have the capacity for mean.
I'm going on a triple date on the 23rd of December.
Ooh, who with?
Obviously, Kate. I have to bring her.
One more trip.
I have no option.
No, I guess I have
Louis
to
and
bring
Megan
her.
and another couple.
Nice.
I'm almost an adult now. It's brilliant. I'm getting there.
It's only taken you 30 years.
So should we mention?
33 in fact.
33 years.
Should we mention what the segment's actually about now?
Yeah, let's go on to the actual topic of the section.
So this segment's about
There's
about
a
me
topic?
actually. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It was a bit too much. It was a bit too much to talk about in just a catch-up session, so we did it for the its own segment.
International cunt
Society.
sausages. International cunt sex.
I don't want to think about cunt sausages. That's the
Cunt sausages.
Okay, so I have been.
That's the
I've
name
been
of this episode.
I meant
now,
last
cunt sausages.
last week. I mentioned that I was I got
Going to
got accepted on to
Nicaragua.
a thing to go to Nicaragua.
And he had his training
I had my training weekend for it.
with simulated rape and terrorist attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not even a joke. That's genuinely something that happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to be trained on how to rape someone.
Was there actually
and
was
kidnap
there
someone.
actually simulated rape?
Yes.
Like some guy climbing on top of you and being like,
No, not on top of me.
And being muggy.
"Be gentle."
I'll explain
Be
more.
gentle with
Anyway,
me,
so I
mate.
went
I
to,
bruise easily.
I went to Doncaster to a place called the Kingswood Centre.
The
And,
fuckings would.
Yeah, that. I don't even know why I try and tell stories on this podcast sometimes.
Ash, just carry on.
Anyway, I
It's
went to
good
it.
to
It was
talk.
really, really, it was a really, really good time. It was really intense. We just basically learned. We were in sessions non-stop from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. So first day we got there at about 11, and we started. And we didn't finish till about 11 in the evening. Next day we woke up at 9, didn't finish till about 10. And day after we woke up at 9, started sessions, and didn't finish till about 5ish. Because that was the last day we were going home. But it was full of lots of information, lots of shit, and we had some people actually drop out of the program because it was because they said this is going to be worse here than it is in Nicaragua. But it's not going to be much worse here. And we had people drop out of the program because of it. And we just did a bunch of things. We looked at some videos and stuff. Bunch of things. And this was the bit that caused a lot of people to drop out. On the last day, they got some professional actors in to show us different situations that have a chance of happening, but a very, very small chance of happening.
Right.
So yeah, people come in to sort of show off things like police abuse
Right.
and kidnapping, a guy trying to sexually assault a girl,
Right.
Was this like 2 actors?
4 actors. But yeah,
God, imagine that being your job, going to places and like acting out
A rape scene.
a
every
rape
morning.
scene.
it was fucking intense. It
group
was
of
seriously,
people, like-
seriously crazy
I wouldn't want to
and
do
stuff
that.
like that.
Did they dress for the
No, they were just
occasion?
dressing
Yes, they were all dressed up in frilly uniform.
Jimmy Savile,
No, they were all dressed in one of these shirts.
like
Ah,
Osama
right.
bin Laden.
Like, yeah, just
So
like
the idea is when you go, don't wear one of those shirts then.
Yeah, just don't
And you
wear
won't
one of
get
them
raped.
shirts, mate.
Got it.
It's like a fucking Target.
But now I've got to
Tell you what,
raise.
dress up like the terrorists, and then they won't know that you're not a terrorist.
Why has your shirt got Rally, the bike company, on it?
Because it's not Rally the bike company, it's Rally International.
Rally Cunt International.
I think it's Riley, isn't it?
No, it's Rally. This is
That's
that's
it?
Rally. Yeah. The bike company is Raleigh.
Bike company supposed to be Riley, yeah.
Yeah, this is Rally.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got to raise £800 now.
Have you?
Yes. So Jason in the description is going to put a link to my Just Giving page.
Yes,
And there was us having a moan about people shamelessly asking you to donate money while you're sat in McDonald's enjoying your lunch, and you've already paid 20 quid for piss.
Yeah.
And now you're shamelessly like asking us to donate money so you can go to Nicaragua and get ass raped.
Okay,
okay,
no.
okay, Dan. Right.
Let
But
me-
think about this. Think on the bright side. No Ashley for 12 weeks.
That's what I'm worried about. What the
Let-
fuck
let-
am I going to do for 12
Let me
weeks?
give a quick explanation of where the money's
It's
going.
okay. We'll have Dom.
So we've got
Who
I've
the fuck's
got to
Dom?
raise £800,
Is he the Mexican guy?
Yeah, he's the Mexican.
and
Does he have a Mexican moustache?
He does actually. He has a really shitty mustache.
Awesome.
so I've got to raise £800, and none of that money is going towards me travelling over there. That's already been paid for.
Yeah.
Due to government grant stuff. The £800 I'm getting is for things like materials we're using to build like toilets and pipelines to get clean water.
Does that
and
mean
things like that.
you've got wood?
Yeah, no, bricks.
You need to
Um,
erect a building, but you
And
need wood.
also, it's going to be things like the food for the families we're staying with, things like that. So none of the money that is being donated to me is going on my travel. That's all been paid for already.
Has that all been paid for
Yeah.
by the taxpayer?
No,
Yeah.
no, by the company itself,
No, and then they got the money from the
from
taxpayer.
the government. Yeah.
Fucking government. Why can't they build their own toilets?
I mean, to be fair, it's a better use of money than just giving it to Theresa May.
No, I'm really pleased for you, man.
Oh, hello. Oh.
It's going to be a once in a lifetime
Paul,
experience.
my mic's not working properly.
No, it's working
just
now.
as you say that.
Yeah.
It
Ash.
keeps cutting out. Paul, help me,
Because
Paul.
you keep
Ash.
knocking it.
I wasn't even knocking it. I went to
Ash.
it and it stopped working.
I
Ash,
mean, if you stop
really
trying
am
to
proud
deep
of you,
throat
man.
it.
Thank you,
I
thank
really
you,
am
thank you,
proud
Dan.
Yeah.
all joking
it's really
aside,
good,
it is an
actually.
achievement.
It is
But
good,
yeah,
actually.
I'm also
I
going to
ruined
run
that
some.
beautiful
You can
moment.
add that onto your CV,
Yeah.
man, as well. When you
I'm
going to
need you to upload this episode pretty
Yeah.
much
You can, can't
Yeah,
you?
definitely.
pretty
it's,
Yeah.
soon. We
Pretty
have to like,
soon.
put it out of order because I'm gonna plug a event I'm doing as well.
I'll take this opportunity
end.
now. Then I've got a surprise for Ash, and it's now
Okay.
going to be unveiled. I am going to tweet Conor McGregor and issue him a fight, and all the money goes towards your £800
Charity
target.
fight
Okay.
between
I will kick the shit out of an Irishman
Dan the Smiley
and
Man
make sure you get
Cameron
the 800 quid in
versus
your pot.
Conor McGregor.
So I'm making it official. McGregor,
Okay,
you're going down like Lester
that's
Brown.
cool by me.
I'm going to make you tap faster and Mr. Bojangles on speed.
Anyway, I think that means, and also, just everyone knows, ICS and Rally.
You look like me.
Is an amazing company.
Have
I
they got?
look like you.
Have ICS and Rally got their own website for donations as well? And that sort of
No, we set up a
If you
we
say
set up
it
a
fast,
page
it
on.
says ISIS. ICS, ICS, ICS.
We set up a
ICS,
page
ICS.
on
Allahu Akbar.
justgiving.com,
You're not helping,
Right.
Dan.
which connects straight to the
Oh
charity.
shit, sorry.
Right.
So it's never going to be anywhere near my bank account.
Right.
So it's all going to go straight forward to the
So
donations.
rest easily knowing you're not actively funding
Ash's cocaine
Ash's
addiction.
life of
Cocaine and horse.
stark poverty, trying desperately to survive and make ends meet, having to work nights in order to survive on the streets.
And now Dan's going to read an excerpt from his book.
Oh boy!
It's entitled Flood Tide by Helen Claire Gould.
Why have you got a copy of Flood Tide?
I told you, and they had 5 copies of Flood Tide at the comic shop.
Field team sent new probe to caves last night. Big surprise. Ray Travers' voice exceeded light speed and excitement. Jorda's Krater suppressed a smile at Ray's enthusiasm and hurried into the monitor room with a quick greeting for his colleagues. Neither acknowledged him. What did it find? Marcus Carlin was project leader and chief scientist. More Naxadians than we thought. What? Are you sure? For once, Jordas noted, Marcus's composure was shaken. In the hollow tank along the west wall, Jordas glimpsed what the probe saw. A lava tube, wide enough for several people to walk abreast in. Colonies of luminescent fungi encrusting the rock wall for a reaction. But Senator Hartman camouflaged his
Please,
emotions
Dan,
with
stop.
impassivity.
Dan,
From the probe, Matt
please.
added, we observed that
Please.
this city was built over
Please,
several
Dan.
centuries.
Dan.
He paused.
Can we get him to stop? Can you cut off his mic,
These
please?
city dwellers were skilled engineers. A hypocaust used geothermal water
know, there's
to
a
heat
reason-
the whole city. Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
what happened
the
there?
fuck was that?
It. Oh my God!
Fucking hell,
What's
Ash.
going on?
Is this working? Is this working now?
I think. Am I
Oh
working?
boy, I need to give him back a little tiny bit, so I was going to go dodgy. There you go. Is that all right? Can everyone hear me properly?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh. Dan, put that fucking book away. I swear to God.
I'm looking for the sex.
Oh, yeah, there is some sex.
What chapter's the sex in? Phone your mum.
I don't fucking.
Is that better?
Look, Dan. She's been writing this book since I was like
Before Jason was
since
born.
I was like an egg in her womb. I want nothing to do with this thing.
Before Jason was even a twinkle in his father's eye.
Don't put it away.
Okay, can we? Okay,
Put it away.
while he's doing that, I'm going to talk about the Ofcom word of the day.
Aha.
Boy, it's Ofcom word of the day. Do we have a jingle?
We don't
for
have a
that?
jingle for that, no.
It's Ofcom word of the day.
Word of the
Yeah,
day.
there's a jingle.
Spangle fuck.
No, actually, the Ofcom word of the day this week is chick with a dick. It's actually a
What?
phrase. Yeah, the specific phrase "chick with a dick" has been banned by Ofcom.
It's derogatory towards people. I think it's like people's sexuality choices.
What about if a woman's walking along a road with some guy who's a bit of an idiot?
Or a woman's walking on the road with
Be
a guy.
chick with dick.
No, or
You know,
a woman walking on
Dan
the road.
said exactly that.
Or a woman
Or-
walking down the road with a man called Richard.
Yeah,
Chick with a dick.
chick with a dick. Yeah,
Chick
yeah,
with
yeah.
dick.
Yeah. So that it's a specific banned phrase because it's a derogatory towards transsexual people.
Is it derogatory? What if you're
Apparently
saying,
so.
I think a chick with a dick, they should really empowerment now and they should get on and really... What if you're
I don't know.
supporting them?
It's just the
Maybe
What if you're
phrase.
supporting them and you had to say...
Thing is right.
Maybe-
The word "dick" itself is not banned before the watershed.
No.
However, chick with a dick is.
Maybe it's those specific words. So if you say something different, if you were to say female with a male reproductive organ, you'd be able to get away with it.
Or
I've
Wally
found
with a
some-
willy.
A question, which could be a
Woman with a
question.
phallus.
Why?
Wally
why?
Philly with a phallus.
Philly with a willy.
I
Yeah,
found something
Philly with
saucy.
Fuck off,
No, that's not you, that's him.
Dan.
This is
No,
me.
not Dan, that's
It's me?
Jason.
Ah.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
He touched her cheek with his fingertips, shyness keeping his mouth closed, and felt a surge of anticipation course through his stomach when she explored his forehead and eyelids with gentle fingers. We're all lucky to be a marginy with
where is
you,
it?
Mazana, he murmured. And then it didn't seem so hard to reconcile himself to her. He touched her face again and allowed the darkness to enfold them together at last.
If I sharpen this bottle, do you think I can like slit my throat with it?
Possibly. Basically,
must
what
be
happened
more.
was, what happened was,
must
I
be more.
come into the main. I look in the cupboard, I see them.
Have you
I
seen
walk
that
into the main
episode of
room
Nevermind
and
the
go,
Buzzcocks?
"Oh my god, Dan!
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
two
With Preston,
episodes."
it's like that.
He's reading, yeah.
There's 2 copies of Jason Smith's book. I go back in there,
Yeah,
and
but
he says,
he
"Get one right
stormed
now."
off the show, didn't he?
I go back into the back room, grab one, and go back. Oh, sorry, Dan, I was wrong. There's 5 copies of Jason's mum's book. He's like, "Give me one right now." He puts it in his bag, so I'm going to read it on the podcast.
I would have quite liked it if you'd we'd taken the book off of him and he just been like, "That's fine," and he pulls another one out. He just keeps pulling books
Another
out.
signed copy.
None of them are signed.
Can I ask your
unfortunately.
mum to sign this?
Yeah,
You probably can.
You should be really pumped if you've got one.
Guys.
Yardo reached for Sulcar.
Oh,
Even asleep, her
please.
nipples hardened and her breasts swelled under his fingers. A murmur told him Sulcar was waking. "Touch me, Yardo." She drew his hands downwards. "Touch me like you used to before Jordas came to be with us." "Do you not like kissing?" he asked in some surprise. "I do, but I like your way of making love as well. It's different from Jordas's. I like his way too, but I like it best from him." She paused. "Just touch me." He obliged. "He's likely still at work," he reminded her.
Okay,
As she
Dan,
that's
pressed
enough, Dan.
closer.
That's enough,
Please.
Dan.
"I
Dan.
know," she sighed.
That's enough for
Dan,
this.
can you put the book away
No.
before I kill myself?
No.
Okay, right.
I need
cool.
to find all the sex bits. I'm going to highlight them.
There are a lot of sex bits
Right.
in this book.
There's too much.
That said swallowed, but it's not.
Okay, anyway,
Okay, right.
this next segment, Jason's going to explain.
Okay, right. So, the last time I was employed was in March, and I have tried very patiently and very calmly to get a job. In all that time, I've been very polite, very patient. I've sent out CVs. I've sent out, applications being like, "I'm a very great guy, happy to work and everything. I would love to be a worker and everything."
Shame about his personality, really,
And
isn't it?
it's just, it's just never worked. Nobody has even given me anything like a
the
single
time
response,
of day.
right?
See,
So
I can understand them not
clearly-
giving responses just because of the volume of emails or applications I get. However, I can see the frustration.
This is after some of them saying,
Yeah.
"We will respond to you regardless of whether we
I
give you
know
the
that.
job or
I
not,"
know that.
which annoys me.
Excuse me, sorry.
Because if they can't respond, then they shouldn't tell me that they're going to respond.
Yeah.
So I figure that's it. Clearly it's the CV that's the problem. We need something that's a bit more attention grabbing. We need something that will get me work fast, that will get me noticed.
A go-getting Foxy Stoat.
So
No.
I
6 full-time employment with you.
But I need some help because
Okay.
I mean, Ash, you're a lot more successful at getting jobs
Yes.
than I am.
I've gotten I get many jobs, but unfortunately, because of my mental illness, I didn't keep them very long. But I'm very good at getting jobs.
Very good at getting jobs.
His mental
Dan,
illness is that he's Alec Baldwin.
Dan, you've got a job,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Paul, you're retired, but I'm sure you could get a job pretty easily.
Retired? He's not that old.
That's really rude.
Well, he's not in work at the moment.
He's not retired though.
He's a famous record producer like Rick Rubin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-employed then, but the point is that all of you will be able to give me advice on how
Okay.
to improve.
Can I do the personal
So-
statement?
So, I would like you guys to construct a personal statement,
Okay.
not a personal statement, a CV for me, and I'm no limits.
I will
do
specifically.
whatever you
I
think.
will specifically do the personal statement. Okay.
Okay, right.
Okay. It's going to start like this. Oi, cunt.
Okay.
No, don't get me wrong. Sorry for the strong use of language, but I figured, they say you've got 15 seconds to grab someone's attention, so why not do that? Right. I am a strong, independent man who don't need no man. However, I would like a job. I am extremely confident. I am a very hard worker and I'm very good at timekeeping.
Right.
I think that I could add so much to any of your organisations, so just give me a chance.
Okay, that's a good personal statement.
Yeah.
Do we have any addendums to
Or
that?
no, sorry. Hobbies include acting,
Can I
fixing computers,
be
and being cool.
Yeah.
Honesty is my middle name.
No, it's not. It's Jeffrey.
Philanthropist and necromancer. Is it really worth minimum wage to go above and beyond to work for some fat cat corporation where you earn peanuts and the person at the top of the pyramid makes all the money?
That's why we're doing a silly thing. That's why his personal statement starts with "Oi, cunt."
what is the point? Because we live in a world now where we should be thankful for 4 hours a week, 8 hours a week, and it's like, really?
There is that actually.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I heard the other day that if you're making less than £144 a week, you're in poverty. And my mum's in poverty and I'm in poverty. Right? And I'm thinking, is it really worth making this nice little bit of paper that they're not even going to look at?
Yeah.
Just to get a job that pays you minimum wage, so the fat cats up top get the majority of the
Exactly.
bonus.
If they're not going to look at it, then why should I care? Which is
Exactly.
why I'm asking you guys
That is why the
to
personal
make one
statement
for me.
starts
Back in
with
the
the phrase,
day, right?
"What
You could go
cunts."
into a shop, right, and speak to the manager, shake hands with him, and they will see you as an individual and think he will suit this job or he won't suit this job. Now it's all done online. People don't give a fuck.
I'm talking about flood tide. Right, we're recording. Okay, cool.
Found something spicy.
No,
Okay,
wait till the
Dan,
next segment.
Dan,
okay?
what do you just say? Something about a foxy stoat, right?
Yeah, just say like I am a foxy, cunning, sexy, foxy stoat.
I'm going to say exactly
looking
like
to
that.
make a fat cat managing director millions of pounds while I live off peanuts and live my life in poverty.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to add that.
At the
Paul,
top, sorry,
have you got
sorry,
anything
one
to add?
second.
There is actually a website that does a thing of cliche, lots of cliches to put in your CVs, like I'm very good at working
Hardworking.
with people, but often will work on my own.
Yeah.
I can be managed, but I'm very good at managing people. So you're covering all your options.
Yeah.
So all the cunty phrases. Then.
Here's one. Here's a good one for you. I want you to take 4 pictures of you wearing sunglasses, pointing like this, diagonally. So like 4 pictures of you pointing at the CV. So you got one like that, one like that, one like that, and one like that.
Yes,
All right.
I will do that.
Okay. Cool.
I will do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to point out, guys, I am actually going to make a CV out of this. I'll
Do
bring it in next week and
Do
read
it.
it.
And
Okay,
you-
so-
I bet you that if you hand in that CV, you become a managing director of a big company.
need-
by
I
the
need-
end of
People
the
will
week.
notice me if
Yeah.
I do that. Yeah.
It needs to be in Comic Sans and in pink writing.
Yes, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Oh no, maybe not.
And-
have it be black still because
And
that's
black.
more
You know
professional.
the full stops and the dots above the eyes and that? They
Yeah.
need to be love hearts.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Write every single the word the in Wingdings.
What's that?
Wingdings.
What's wingdings?
It's a font that's entirely like
It's
emojis.
just symbols. It's
Do
not
it.
hieroglyphs. Yeah, yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Okay,
Do
so
it.
so
Every
we've got,
single use of the word the
You will
is
become Alan
Wingdings.
Sugar by the
okay,
end of the
so
week.
so guys, we've got personal statement down. What's next?
In your key skills, it has to go read exactly like this. Slaying puss.
Boning Vaj.
No, slaying puss. Smoking that ganj. Killing bitches. Good at Excel.
Smashing
Right.
them memes.
Smashing them memes.
The last one has to say proficient in Excel.
And,
And-
tread the boards.
Tread the boards.
the boards.
I
And the
tread
last
boards.
part.
That's
The
a good
last
one.
part. I picked that gun for you, massa.
Okay, I knew I said I'd put anything in it. I'm not sure if slave.
I
workings
picked
would
that
be
gun
good.
for you, good, massa.
Okay, in your education, you need to have School of Hard Knocks.
School of
from
Hard Knocks.
2007 to
Further
2014.
Further
And then,
educated the streets.
No, University of Life,
I'm a
2014
streets-
to 2017.
Yeah, I'm a streets hustler.
Is that all right? Can you do that?
I'm gonna do something like I'm thinking. You know, I was trained hard on the streets.
You have to say School of Hard
by
Knocks.
years of you
What's
know,
that? School of Hard
The
Knocks.
Tough
man fucking me
marijuana.
over.
Yeah.
and the man fucking me hard.
And then finally, in your top bit, have your email address. Make a new email address as 420 Blaze Master.
420
Oh
Blaze
yes.
Master.
Oh yes. Very important. You
Yeah,
must
you got
put
it, yeah.
at the end, usually under interests or hobbies, like to press wildflowers.
Likes
Yeah.
to press
Yes.
wildflowers.
Yeah.
Interests and hobbies: smashing that puss,
Smashing that purse.
smoking that ganj,
On an
Pressing
average
wildflowers.
Saturday evening, you can find me
smashing
smashing that puss, smoking that ganj, and pressing wildflowers.
and conjuring up some spicy memes.
I happen to have an extreme affinity
Gift
for spicy
master.
memes.
Oh, and in your
Gift
in your previous like employment bit,
Mhm.
actually do what jobs you've had. Like actually write down what jobs you've had, and then as a bonus one,
Or the job you'd
Say-
like to have had.
no, as a bonus one, you say, I work the corner between 5th and 8th every weekend.
It makes a living.
Warwick Davis's late gravy ladler.
Or you could always say.
My mum's a writer.
I'm looking for a new job because
Flood tide.
I'm looking for a new job because the bitches have got ideas
Helen
about
Clare
going
Gould.
out on their own and they're less controllable, and it's just winter time, and I just can't be bothered.
I've got it.
anymore,
I've got it.
so-
I've got it.
Okay.
What you do? You say, I'm looking for a new job because my current manager's a cunt. There you go.
Can't say that.
No, you probably couldn't say that.
You couldn't. That wouldn't get you a job.
Wingdings again.
Winged. I put it in winding.
My manager's a wingding. Yeah.
Okay, so don't actually write the wingdings. Like write the whole thing in Comic Sans, but don't do it in wingdings. But you have to have the most important part is the pictures in the corners.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, right. So
sorry.
we've got the personal statement down. We've got all of that. Slaying wild puss, pressing
What
wildflowers.
about qualifications?
Yeah, what are my qualifications?
Your qualifications. I've told you, you qualified from the School of Hard Knocks and the University of Life.
Your academic qualification.
Oh, you write down your actual academic qualifications, and then just say, "Fuck school."
See, I graduated from the school, but as I don't really care about school, it doesn't actually matter, and you shouldn't take these grades to heart.
sucks.
We found the
School's
movie
for
adaptation and the actor who's going to play the main character.
For God's sake, Dan.
Just
Stop
going back to
talking about
flood tide
flood
again.
So how's that for a CV?
That sounds good. You know, I'm going to take all these words to heart. I'm going to go to the drawing board. I'm going to draw up a CV, and I'll show it to you guys next week,
Cool.
and we'll see how it looks. We'll see.
Thing
if
is,
you think
right,
it looks good
because
enough.
because
There
we're
are
going to be uploading
tricks.
this.
There's
Because
some
we're
really
going to
good
be
tricks
uploading
actually
this.
to note.
Yeah.
I use one. It's a really good one. What I do is I say qualifications, and I'll have like English O-level grade, maths O-level grade, and then everything else I did CSEs or diploma thing. Those cheaper exams.
Yeah.
So I put my O-level at the top, the two O-levels, and then list everything else underneath that I passed, but not as O-level. But because they read it as O-level, they'll read the first two O-levels, and everything underneath isn't O-level. It's just they'll assume that is also an O-level. So if you read my CV, I've got like 9.
Jason,
10,
it's just
10
occurred to
O-levels.
me. If we're uploading this episode this week or next week.
I've never done that. Any bosses that are listening, I've never done that before.
No. Okay, so that was the end of that. Jason sounds like he's got a pretty sick CV on the way.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's going to be the greatest. You'll see it. I'll put like Guy Fieri flames.
Can you
on the
actually?
bottom.
I've got an idea. Can you do a link in there? As I'll put a link to a YouTube video of you doing some like sick tech deck skills as well.
Tech deck skills.
Yeah, tech decks.
Yes.
Cool. That's the end of the segment then. See you.
You'll have to tell me how to use a tech dex.
I will.
Okay, cool.
That's the end, Paul.
Easy.
Tech dick.
Tech dick.
Jordas pulled the duvet to make a cocoon about Sulka and himself. He stroked her hair. Its crimps felt as soft as he remembered. It seemed so long since Kuurai. I hope I haven't forgotten how. His arms met around her. Sulka finger-stroked his face. You can't forget something like that. She smiled, imprinting kisses upon his jawline. Oh, that makes my lips tingle. I'd forgotten your chin gets prickles, she said. Do you wish I were Shiranu or Sargusi? I like you as you are, Sulka said, her fingertips exploring his face. Though I still don't understand lots of things about you, such as... She hesitated. I didn't understand why you wouldn't speak to me at the Suzy.
Okay,
I
that's enough
thought
of
you'd
that.
change your mind about
drinks
being a
again.
marginy with me. What's a marginy?
Homogeny.
A marginy, it's called.
Show me.
M-A-A-A-J-N-E.
Am
I
I?
think it's some. I
A
think,
Marge's family
Okay.
in Mum's weird monkey speak.
This is a fucking awesome book.
thing is, right. I've actually read an excerpt of a new book, and it looks like a decent action sci-fi book. Like way better than Flood Tide.
Did you hear that, Mum? Ashley's proud of you.
I am very proud. Jason looks like he wants to commit suicide.
Okay,
Anyway,
Paul, save
it's
me
time
from save me
for-
from suicide.
Quentin's Quandaries.
Ah,
Quandaries.
Quentin's
Ah.
Quandaries. Dan's still reading on. We can't separate him. Right, Quentin's Quandaries this week
This is amazing.
is something something I thought. I heard something on the radio and it was quite interesting. I thought, wonder how that works for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Right, imagine this, each of you. You can do one of two things.
Yes.
You can stay as you are in the life you know and doing what you're doing, hoping that things will improve and futures come and whatever. Or you can do this, and I'll ask you each in turn to think of it.
Okay.
You'll get taken to a paradise island, no one else there, just you, and a lifetime supply of food, and drink, and you're allowed to take with you one person, one CD, one DVD, and one PlayStation game.
Which
Which-
PlayStation 1 or 2?
Any PlayStation game of
Ooh.
any. But you can only have one of each of those. There's a CD player, a record player, a PlayStation there, and one person you can take with you. Or you can stay as you are.
That's an
I
easy
would
answer
take
right
the
there.
island, actually.
You would take the
I
island?
would take the island.
And your choices would be?
I'll do the person last. I need to think about that for longer.
Yeah.
CD would be
Don't say mixtape.
probably
Ash's
probably
sick-ass mixtape.
probably Stadium Arcadium by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Right, yeah, good choice.
That's a good
Ash's
CD.
booty shaking mix.
Remembering, of course, this is all you can do for the rest of your life. You're going to be hearing the Ones album for the rest of your life, playing the one game for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah, good point. Actually,
seeing
I'd bring
the one film for the rest of your life.
I'd
and
bring
shagging
the-
the one person. for
I'd bring the
rest of your
first. I'd actually bring the first System of a Down album.
life. Right.
That's a really good album.
That is a good album, yeah.
The one DVD I would bring along with me.
Dan's sex tape. With commentary.
with Video Joker. It's DJ Emmy. Video Joker.
Everyone in Uganda know kung fu.
Everyone in Uganda know Dan Cameron.
No, the one DVD I'd bring with me is
Probably
probably Fight Club.
Right.
It's a movie
Oh,
I love,
yeah,
and
you
there's
really
a
like
lot
Fight
to
Club.
notice around in the background
What
of that
about
film.
the unofficial sequel, Fuck Club?
The one game I'd bring with me is Fallout New Vegas, because that is a game, one of my favorite games of all time. You can play it in so many
It's a
different ways.
long game as
And
well.
it's like a long game, and it's an RPG, and
Yeah.
blah blah.
Do you know, a fun fact I heard about New Vegas, right? The people at Bethesda genuinely hate New Vegas because so many people say that game is better than any of the Fallout games they've made.
Yes, it is.
And it is.
It is. It's the best Fallout
Everyone
game.
knows, but they're so angry at that they have a grudge against it, and
Yeah.
that's why we've never seen a New Vegas 2.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't put a New Vegas map in the Fallout board game that's coming out.
Yep, because they're salty bitches. I
And
wanted to say that.
so it's favorite game,
Yeah.
DVD, CD. Oh, no, I've got to pick person. Any person?
Yeah.
Or
Any person known or unknown to you. Yeah. They might not like it, but this is your choice.
I reckon Dan would bring Kate, so I'm not going to say Dan.
Yeah,
No,
but
I said
you'd
possibly.
have to shag them for your whole life. So
Oh,
do you
yeah,
want to
good
shag
point.
Dan?
I mean, yeah, but that's irrelevant. No,
And I'd probably die before you anyway, because I'm
Yeah.
older. So you'd be on your own.
It's true.
probably
Jason.
no.
Don't shag me. Shag,
One of
shag
my exes
Brandon.
that I'm not going to name because she listens to the
Legal
podcast.
reasons. Right, okay.
I've
okay.
got a few of my exes, like 3 or 4 of my exes, listen to the
Peter.
podcast, but I don't want to say their name.
But one particular one, you know who you would take.
Yeah, I do.
And she knows who
Fair
it
dues.
is.
Jason,
Probably.
You know what?
you've had a bit more time to think of it.
I would get bored with just one thing over and over again. I play too many games to pick just one. I listen to too much music to pick just one album. I mean, even just one album from one artist is like tough. I watch too much.
So which
to
Real Big
pick
Fish
just one
album would it be
DVD.
if you had to pick one?
I don't know if it would be Real Big Fish.
No?
I think it would be The
Andre
Hands-
Ryu, Summer Madness.
I think it would be The Hands That Thieve by Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh, right, okay. And
Fucking
so
love that
you'd
album.
you'd keep your own life.
Yeah, I'd keep my own life. It's a shit life, but I'm surrounded by so much shit to distract me from said shit life that I couldn't really care less. As long as I've got the shit around to distract me from how terrible the world is, then I don't really mind it burning down in front of me.
What about you, Dan?
It's an easy question, the island. Are you saying it's going to be an island not run by a Tory government?
Not it's until independent.
Or a
just-
psychotic American?
No,
Is
it's
there
just
so
you.
question on the island?
Just
Is there
you.
like a full kitchen so I can make whatever I want with the food?
You can make what you've got a year's lifetime supply
there
of all
like-
food and
Wildlife
and anything I want, and there's
places
a, and,
to
there, and there is a
There's-
full
yeah, yeah.
and there's a full kitchen.
Right.
There.
there's a kitchen.
Okay,
there's a,
okay,
a
awesome.
common-
So
yeah.
it's going to be the island all the way because I fucking hate this world. Fucking hate everything about it.
So what would be your choice to bring with you?
I'll bring Kate because
Yeah, I figured that much.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've fallen for her. I don't mind saying that on the podcast. She is a really special person.
Dan has now fully become a homosexual.
CD.
What a gay.
I would take the Ministry of Sound 80s Electric album because it's 4 discs.
Clever.
Very clever.
DVD.
But it's only 1 disc. So which one would you actually bring with you? Which one of the 4
Disc
discs?
2, man.
Okay.
Spin me right round, baby.
Okay. DVD.
DVD, it's going to have to be Forrest Gump. We both love Forrest Gump,
Don't
so,
mind that movie that much, to be
I'm
honest.
going to take that, definitely. Forrest Gump all the way, man.
And
Album.
no, a game.
Oh, no, game.
Specifically PlayStation game.
Specifically a PlayStation.
So any
game.
PlayStation 1, 2, 3, or 4.
A really long game as well.
Yeah. Well, you can pick any game, really.
No, because you need a long game, don't you? Saying that though, I won't, because I'll
I
just
could
be
have picked
fucking all
Kingdom
the
Hearts. I
time.
just realised.
I
was
would
about to
pick.
say, yeah.
I would pick Kingdoms of Amalur.
Good game. Very good game.
Yeah.
What about you, Paul?
I've given it much thought, and I think, like Jason, I would stay here,
Fair enough.
doing what I'm doing.
But we'll be happy on our paradise
Yeah.
island, whereas you fuckers would be like, oh, Theresa May's really fucking me up the arse now
Oh no! See,
with a dragon cock.
See, the pain in my anus will be softened by the fact that I'll be busy playing Saints Row, so I won't give a shit.
But just
The
think
pain
you'd have
in
an
my
entire
the pain in your
island
anus
to
would be
yourself.
softened by the fact I'm not there.
You
But
could
think about it,
explore
what
all of
happens-
it.
An island to myself and only one person. That's
Yeah, but you can
that's
explore the entire
a
island.
jail.
What happens if all the nations, the powerful nations, gets overthrown by the good people of their lands,
That's never going to fucking
and
happen.
we
That would
all
never
we all
happen.
come together and life becomes brilliant?
That would never happen
And
because
you're
good,
stuck
good
on your
people,
island.
good people are the ones that have done
It would
over.
never happen.
See, there are two
That's the
types
thing.
of people in this world, clearly.
Cunts
Yeah.
and cunts.
You know,
Let's think of it as-
optimists and pessimists.
Pessimists and liars, I think, is the right way.
Right, okay.
Stayers and goers.
See, to be fair, I also don't think it's going to get any better, but at the same time, I've got so much shit, like I said, so much shit to distract me from the fact that the world is a terrible place,
See,
that
I'm
I don't need to worry.
Things right. I'm okay saying I'd do that in a hypothetical scenario, but if it actually came to it, I probably would end up staying here.
No,
That's the thing.
100%. I would do it
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do.
because at the end of the day, the stuff that you've got could be taken away from you just like that
Yeah.
at any moment.
Exactly.
So living in this society, you
it is a
could-
hypothetical scenario, and I wouldn't know until.
For
it came
example,
up to
look at the
happening.
London riots. That could happen in Peterborough. Your house can get ransacked and you lose everything.
Yeah.
I'll lose everything.
So
I'll kill
if
myself.
you're on an island and it's just you two,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
what you have is what you've got.
Thank you for the quandary.
yeah.
That's a
That was
good
an
quandary.
interesting-
That.
Interesting one there, Paul.
Thank you.
see-
Really reminds us of the reality that
I hate modern
We're all
society.
we're all going
Fuck
to
off.
die. And
We'll
the
hear you
world
next
is
time.
shit.
See you for next week on Quentin's Quandaries. Fuck, I hate hiccups.
So
I
guys,
was doing it for Dan because Dan's not talking to his microphone.
what would happen, right? If
The world ended.
what would happen if
I'd be
President-
happy.
Tranquility.
if the president of the United States debated the president of the United Kingdom, and nobody knows who would win?
You mean the Prime Minister?
Yes. the
Funny
Prime
thing
Minister.
about that this week, I mentioned it to my wife, and I mentioned it to you guys, and a guy on television last night went mad about it. I've noticed that when they talk about Donald Trump, they talk about Mr. Trump or Donald Trump. They don't say, no one says President Trump.
Yeah.
When they talk about him in all the news, on the
Mhm.
everywhere, it's always Trump this, Trump
It's 'cause
that.
no one
Donald
respects
Trump,
him.
Donald-
No one
And
respects
the guy
him. Yeah.
last night, this interviewer on BBC, kept saying, Mr. Trump's and he goes, President Trump. Every time she and Mr. Trump is President Trump. And she was going, did Donald Trump, it's President Trump. And it was the whole thing. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that people aren't using the President Trump very often.
Yeah.
People always say President Obama, President Nixon, President Washington, President,
It's,
President.
it's
Lincoln,
especially
President-
funny that they do it to President Nixon because he was actually a crook.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
They have more respect for a
But
crook.
didn't he
I am
say,
not a
"I am
crook." I am not a crook.
yeah.
I liked him in Futurama.
I liked him in
But
the
that's just
Black
the
Ops
point.
1 zombies
yeah.
map.
Keep an eye out. People just don't
with
use
president.
President Trump.
I don't use it either.
No.
I don't
But
respect
anyway,
him.
He's not a president. He's a fucking.
Anyway,
terrorist.
so debate between the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Nobody knows who would win.
Yeah.
What would happen?
Nothing.
I think Trump would win because Theresa May doesn't have a backbone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Whereas Trump-
Donald Trump would try and grab her between the legs, and then there'd be a lawsuit, and he'd go to jail, and then she'd be
He'd
the
try and grab her
leader.
between the legs and there'd just be a crevasse.
Then there'd be,
He'd
there'd be,
get
a,
sucked
there'd
in.
be a cock and balls.
The thing is, right, I genuinely think if there was a debate between Theresa May and Trump, Trump would win because Theresa
Oh,
May
absolutely.
has no backbone.
Theresa May is weak. But anyway, what I was going to say
Yeah,
is...
he's very thick-skinned.
Right, get ready for this.
Yeah.
Trump may or May, Trump. You don't know.
Ah.
And that was your word avalanche for this
Do you
week.
know
I'm
what
going to
that-
get a whole bunch of those
Do you know
for
what
next
that
week.
reminds me of?
What?
Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
So which one's Alien and which one's... Well, I guess Trump's the Predator.
Trump's Predator, yeah.
Because he likes grabbing by the pussy,
And,
which means Theresa May's the alien.
Yeah, because she's a reptile.
She doesn't really understand human life, so that makes sense.
Yeah, she's a
That's
reptile.
that's why we need Jeremy Corbyn in charge, because he'd just tell Donald Trump to shut the fuck up.
He would. That's
He
the
would,
thing.
actually.
He would,
Did you
wouldn't
know? Did you know yesterday, right, I woke up to this. Pretty much all of Parliament, except for the front benchers in government, have called unanimously for Donald Trump to be removed from his state visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've said he's not allowed in the UK because he tweeted that stuff from Britain first, because it's damaging to their constituents and it is likely to cause harm to everyone. They
Well,
don't want
yeah.
someone like that coming to their country who promotes hateful content. So basically, Theresa May's fucked.
Have you
Yeah.
have you guys seen that new music video on YouTube?
Which
about
one?
It's called "I'm Not a Racist."
No.
It's a serious song. It's I'm trying to think the rapper's name. Let me just Google.
I rewatched
Um,
the one that came out for the election, the Scar song.
Hmm.
The one
Let's have a
that
look.
Teresa May line.
liar.
I
She's a
watched
liar,
it. It's-
liar.
She can't be trusted.
Yeah.
No, no.
She's a liar.
Carry on talking while I find it.
liar. It's a
Yeah.
good song. It's a good song. Yeah, liar is.
They're going to bring out a new one this year
Are they?
on Christmas. Yeah, they said they would bring it around.
What, is it another version of liar, liar?
No, it ain't another liar.
Ah, here you
I
go.
think it's about
Here we go.
the
One
homeless.
sec.
It's by an artist called Joyner Lucas. It's called "I'm Not Racist."
Do you want to play a little bit before us?
And yeah, I'll play a bit. Yeah. It's from the white person's point of
Black
view,
niggas, that's the way I feel.
and from the black person's
Screaming
point
Black
of view.
Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright.
And then I'll play a
I
bit.
see a
of
black
the,
man aiming his gun.
Is he
Everybody
white?
except for your
Yeah.
own race. Blaming on
Well,
white
the guy,
privilege
the
and
actor
blaming
is
on white
white.
kids that
And
just
then,
me and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy.
Quite Eminem
With all
lyric,
disrespect,
lyrically. Yeah.
screaming all lives
He's
matter.
quite Hobson, actually. I
there you
think.
go.
I think he's more
This
like
is the
Hobson.
black guy's point of view.
I think it's more like
But at the
Hobson.
end of the
I know
music video,
yours.
they hug
Yeah.
because they've seen each other's point of view.
I'm not racist.
I just think it's a
swear.
brilliant song.
I do think this sounds a bit more like Hobson than Eminem.
There you go. It's about.
With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different saying. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. That when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But I think it's refreshing because it's like both point of views.
Yeah.
And at the
You
end
know,
of the video,
though-
they hug it out, and it's like, yeah.
You know, though, check the comments of that video and you're going to have loads of people arguing, like, this is why we need to get rid of black people.
Well,
Because
there's an
they're so
interesting,
hostile.
yeah. There's an interesting video. I've subscribed to a guy called CD TV Productions. He does a lot of hip hop stuff, and he does like stuff like worst rappers in the game. He'll like literally
Yeah.
listen to all their discography and like. But he actually did a video. I'm Not Racist by Joyner Lucas is genius, and he actually looked at some of the comments, and people just missed the point, just totally missed the point of the song. Completely, and I think for those of you listening, check it out. It's CDTV Productions. It's one of his latest videos, so you won't have to sort of scroll down too much. But yeah, he goes really in depth into it,
As
and
long
he's
as
like,
it gets uploaded next week.
yeah, he goes really in depth in it, and I'll be honest with you, that's probably the best fucking rap song I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, better than Eminem's new fucking song.
Oh mate, that is just nothing. As soon as I saw featuring Beyonce, I thought shit. Song.
I heard something interesting about Eminem during the week.
Yeah.
That when Elton John got married.
Yeah,
I think I heard this as well, yeah.
And
See, I've seen the headlines, but I've not actually read the article.
well, Eminem, he sent them a diamond encrusted.
He didn't send it to them. He gave it to him in person.
Gave it to him in person. It's a box each, like you would get a wedding ring in, but they were diamond encrusted cock rings.
Yeah.
That was his wedding present.
That,
to them.
A
And
man
they
that
were on
cares.
satin pillows as well.
Yeah, on
Eminem
satin
and Elton
pillows.
John
Satin
get
pillows.
along
Silk
really,
pillows.
Satin
really
pillows.
well.
Yeah. Do you know that power naps actually helped me?
Was it?
You sound a lot more energized now.
It was because like Elton John went and came out in support of him after people were like saying he was homophobic.
Yeah.
No,
and Elton John was like, "No, that's bullshit."
Elton John and Eminem have been good friends for years.
Yeah.
It's why when they did a live tour, Elton John came out to sing "Stand with Him."
Yeah, that's right.
No,
yeah.
no, that was the thing that started it off. That's
Yeah.
what Elton John said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was him coming to sing that got them on the right page, and then they came good
Eminem
friends.
is a nice. He's a nice. Did you hear his? He actually did a song, a freestyle rap in a garage against Donald Trump.
Did he?
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Oh, what that?
The one I showed you.
Yeah, because then he like.
That
got,
song
like, black
is
people stood
that song
behind
is
him,
not
so it's like-
copyrighted. So if
yeah.
you want, you can find it and play it now.
Yeah, it's a cipher, isn't it?
Do you want to go? Do you want to go find that? No, it's not the cipher. It's just called. Just type in Eminem Donald Trump.
Paul isn't our slave.
Yes, he is.
Do you want to go find that, T-boy? Go on.
Go on, you fucking
Go on, where's our bell? Ding
Big
dong,
name-
ding dong.
big name producer, man.
Not while we're recording.
Spicy memes.
But no, it's a really good song. I'd say
I'll have
check
a
that
look,
one out as well.
yeah.
But no, yeah, it's a shame his new song's shit.
I just hope his album's going to be good.
I imagine his album will be better because he always tends to release. He always releases a weak first song every time.
Yeah, because when he brought out Relapse, wasn't it? Made You? No, Crack a Bottle was
Crack
the
a
first
bottle,
single.
and then
Then he released We're the Ones Who Made You,
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers
which is actually
one
it's not
was,
right song.
That was the Dido thing, wasn't it? With
Yeah, Stan.
That was a
Yes.
good song. though,
In one of the,
admittedly.
I can't remember which album it was, but one of the first songs he released for it was
Because I thought Slim
Not Afraid,
Shady-
and then the second one was not Monster, sorry, I Love the Way You Lie, which is an awful
Yeah,
song.
yeah. I mean, he needs to
can't-
stay away from Rihanna and Beyonce.
However, there is a lot of rumours that he has not denied yet that there's going to be a new Slim Shady LP coming out.
all right.
See, that's I think with the Slim Shady LP, the single "My Name Is" just didn't do anything for me.
No, I
I
didn't
liked
think
it
until
more.
I heard
I
the
liked it
album.
more than Real
It
Slim
was
Shady.
overplayed.
Until I
That's
heard
why
the
I thought-
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like My
Overplayed.
Name Is more than Real Slim Shady. To be
Yeah.
fair,
But if you listen to it in context of the album, it's really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
But to hear it as a
Um,
single over and over and over
But
again.
my top two albums have to be both the Marshall Mathers LPs for consistency. they're
Marshall
just
Mathers LP too.
superb.
I think
it's really good.
I
That's got Rap God on,
I
hasn't it?
wasn't overly
Yeah,
keen on
yeah.
some of the skits, but
I think to be
Yeah.
honest,
I understood it. But it is
Yeah.
yeah.
some of the sometimes radio does more harm to a CD than good. Because of
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
the charts are done, they promote these specific songs, and I mean we know why they do it. It's so that certain things get sold.
I've
But
got to
yeah,
say,
yeah.
I
take them out of their environment of the way the artists intend them to be viewed on that CD.
Yeah.
thing is right. The radio has ruined.
You've damaged it
The
already.
radio has ruined Ed Sheeran for me. Because I actually do like Ed Sheeran's music most of the time. I think he releases some very, very well done, very well recorded,
Who,
very
Ed
well
Sheeran?
mastered
All
songs.
Alright, you can stop blowing your own horn now.
Yeah,
Andy.
stop blowing your own
Jeez.
horn, mate.
No,
They're still
I
going to do your CDs 2 for a tenner in HMV.
I think he produces some. I know what I'm saying is I think he produces some great songs, but because of all the shit, him being so popular, because of the radio plays and all that shit, I'm just sick of it. I'm
I
just
don't
sick
think
of
he's
him.
that good.
But I
He's going to
think-
end up like the next like
I
ABBA.
think
like,
he definitely
really overrated
he
and just not as
definitely
good as the hype
has.
suggests.
He definitely has good songs. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Just not as good as everyone makes out to be.
So I know
remember-
I might pee off some people, but I think there's bands like from back in the day, like the Beatles, Elvis,
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra. They were slightly overrated.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think Ed Sheeran's going to be put in that category. Like,
He
say,
does-
40
he-
years from now, people are going to be like, oh, like 2 discs, like Best of Ed Sheeran or something.
He does write for other people, though, doesn't he?
He wrote.
Didn't he write
know that- you know
two
that-
of Justin Bieber's big
Yeah,
hits off his last album?
The two
They
good
were really
Justin
good.
Bieber songs.
Yeah, the only
that he
2
wrote.
decent ones off his album, Ed Sheeran wrote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry and
Yeah.
the one my mama don't like you and she likes everyone.
It's because your mum's a bitch.
That wasn't a Sheeran song.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, your mum's a bitch.
Your mum's a bitch. Whoa, pickle. If that was fucking the top off
Okay,
that,
right, cool.
that would have really ended my day.
I think I've forgotten what I was going to say.
I
Now.
think I've forgotten what I was.
I don't
gonna
even know what we started talking about.
I was going to talk about something, and then
We started talking about racial harmony songs.
racial.
So, I mean, I'd rather listen to that than Ebony and Ivory by Stevie Wonder and Paul
Oh,
McCartney.
that's a. Oh.
I think we are done with the segment then.
Oh, could we listen to Superstition instead?
What?
Superstition.
Do you want to listen to Superstition?
Yeah, do it. Let's put it on.
Writings on the wall.
James Corden. It's a live edition, so it's a bit. That looks like. Fucking hell, look at his fingers on the keys, man. That's like super speed.
Hello?
That black lady.
Am I interrupting something? Hello?
That black lady who was like bouncing the tambourine looked like
Yeah.
a black version of your mum. Honestly, she did look.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
classy lady,
Of
man.
course.
Fuck off, still prick.
Look, why
Oh, it's
why
not.
do you
It's
be
not.
like
It's
this?
not stiff prick, is it?
It's
I
still
thought
prick.
we were on good terms last time.
We were, but then you went and
Did
fucking.
you wash my car this morning?
I've no idea.
Because you did a shit job.
Look, you've not been. Look, there've been more mind
didn't
control
even clean the
devices and
inside
all
of
the
the
gadgets
doors.
that you keep
They
bringing
usually
us.
wipe the inside
You
of
need
the
to
doors
fire
like
that
that.
fucking intern who keeps putting them in there.
Yeah.
I haven't been sending you any
Breezy
mind
Brit.
And
control
who
devices.
keeps sending us mind control devices?
What's your name? Vladimir Breezy
I'm
Britches.
pretty sure we fired the guy that did
Then
that.
who keeps putting mind control devices in things?
Sora.
You might want to ask the guards about that.
Okay, what do you want?
Okay, so the other day I received a call from a Mr. Michael Mouse, was it? I think
Michael Mouse.
Michael Mouse.
Did he
yes.
sound like this? Oh,
Oh gosh, Mickey.
He did actually. He
Oh.
sounded quite a lot like that.
Okay.
Did they have someone in the battle going, gosh, Mickey, stop fisting me? Gosh, Mickey.
I can't remember
Oh,
those
no, not
words
the bees.
specifically, but
Was there heavy breathing?
I'm not aware. I
Okay,
wasn't,
anyway, what does he want?
I wasn't really paying
what
attention.
What
to
does
the
Mr.
breathing,
Michael
but anyway.
Mouse want?
Michael was having a bit of trouble with his newly acquired franchise. He said that he picked up a series called Star Wars. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the franchise at Disney are currently milking the teat dry of.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
That explains something. Then I thought the name sounded familiar. So he said something about how the older films are doing great. They're doing just fine, and his new franchise is doing great as well. But there's something wrong with the prequels. It seems that it seems that there is a bit of an unfavourable opinion of the prequels, and
There's something wrong with the prequels, and it says this: Misa.
Yeah. Rhymes of Mars bar Brinks.
See, he did bring that up as a point of contention, but he also said that Jar Jar Binks was a big and important asset to the series.
And Hayden Christensen.
And, well, he didn't mention that, but we can deal with that pretty
He's a
easily.
prick.
Rest assured, we can, we'll get the incinerator on him. So,
Please do.
I've been tasked by Michael Mouse, we have been tasked by Michael Mouse to come up with some way for the public to better appreciate the prequels of the Star Wars
Okay,
series.
on one condition. On one condition.
What condition?
You stand in the corner, and Jason helps us.
Okay, I can do that. I'll just go over there. Give me a second.
Do you know what I would do?
What?
Completely wipe them off the face of history.
I would just get Jar Jar Binks photoshopped out of the series and replace him with a good character.
I
Donald
stick
Trump.
to what I said last week. Make them all related, so it's a massive incest film.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
What that
Okay,
Han
so
Solo
what do
realises
you
that
think?
Leia's his auntie. It's like,
I wasn't really clued in. I don't.
We have to find out a way to make the prequels.
in
Star
all
Wars prequels better.
seriousness,
The funny foreigner just sort of came in and was like, "Hello, yes, you sit there."
In
you
all
got to find a way
seriousness,
to make the prequels better.
Right,
the
okay.
story itself was good.
Mm.
What ruined it was the fact that George Lucas directed all three films. What made the sequel trilogy good was that he directed the first one, but then he got other people to direct the episodes 5 and 6.
Mm.
That's why the fourth one's probably people's least favourite.
George
And then
Lucas
the
is not a
fifth
good
and sixth-
director.
Exactly.
He really
The fifth
isn't.
and sixth one were like really good because other people directed it.
Who's
I don't
directing
think
the new
George
Star Wars
Lucas.
film? Because it's not J.J. Abrams again.
It's the guy that did Looper.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, he directed Looper and did a
that'd
few
be
other
right,
things. But it's the acting as well. It's like Hayden Christensen was not a good actor.
I hate sand. It's rough
and
coarse and gets everywhere.
I don't know the kid's name that played young Anakin in Phantom Menace, but
but it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere.
but Jar Jar Binks just was an annoying little fuckwit.
Jar Jar
that
Binks
shouldn't
is
have
in the
been
new
anywhere
film.
near it.
Legit, have you seen all of that like production footage of George Lucas during Phantom Menace? And he just will not shut the fuck up about Jar Jar. He's like, Jar Jar is the lifeblood of the Star Wars universe.
See, I see the point that they needed something to sort of draw the kids in. So, like with Return of the Jedi, they had the Ewoks, but they weren't irritating. They just weren't in every scene. But with Jar Jar Binks, he was literally in every single scene.
Dan,
And just
Jar Jar's in the new film.
no, he's not in the new
Yeah, he
film.
is.
Shut up.
Yeah, he is.
I won't watch it then. Right?
I can't stand that.
He's just.
character.
I just
watch it
don't
anyway.
understand.
I can't stand
I mean,
it.
like people might say, "Oh, the new film's got porgs in it," but I bet they're not as annoying as Jar Jar Binks. They're them cute little penguin things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are actually going to be more Ewoks than Jar Jar Binks on the scale of like tedium.
I stopped following the Star Wars when Jar Jar Binks came on the scene.
Yeah, I
That
mean
was it.
that's what they need to do. The story itself
Are
was
you going to
good.
watch Jar Jar Binks get killed in the new film? You're going to enjoy that?
With the right
Probably
direction,
not even.
would have been an amazing series.
Mm.
The thing I think people didn't like as well is that it was just CGI. There was no practical.
I dislike the fact that Darth Maul was so underused because he was a really
He
interesting
should have been in
character.
until the second film, I think.
I think
He was
He
super
really
interesting.
he was an interesting character.
I think the main problem that Star Wars had from the start, the original trilogy was a good trilogy. It told a good, solid
Brilliant.
story.
Yeah.
But the problem was that it had like minimal direction to begin with.
Mm.
George Lucas had little, like a very small amount of vision as to what he wanted for the series.
He fucking knew how to
And
make
then
money, didn't he?
And then he just sort of
Yeah.
made it up as he went along.
Yeah.
So did you hear what we did in the first film? He said, I know this is going to be popular as hell. So instead of getting paid for the film, I want like
The percentage
almost
of
all of the merchandising money.
Mm.
And he's super rich now. Because
And
of that.
I'll be honest with you. The reason why the original trilogy was so good is because the actors were actually really good.
Yeah,
like
for
like
sure.
Han Solo, that was like his first thing. No, he did American Graffiti before that, but this was like his first major
Oh,
role.
that was his
and he's an
springboard.
amazing.
Well, Mark
actor.
Hamill, was that one of his first
Mark
roles?
Hamill, yeah, because I think Mark
Yeah,
Hamill
that was
did
Mark Hamill's
Carrie
first major
Fisher
role.
was his major
Television.
That was her first major role.
Yeah, I think Mark Hamill did television before this, and very underrated actors. I mean, Han Solo was the biggest star out of the three of them, and it's a shame Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher didn't do more after the Star Wars films
Do you
because they
do you
were.
know something fun? You know,
And you could see the relationship between them, the three of them. It was there.
Do you know Carrie Fisher?
Hmm.
She died recently.
Hmm.
She had a lot of black exploitation stuff in her house, including a shelf in her kitchen full of black exploitation stuff, including a box of Oreo Bootios.
Bootios.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
great.
But
See, I think
I
out
think-
of all of them,
yeah.
Harrison Ford did the best. Mark Hamill still did really good because he then
Well, he
got
did Joker, didn't he?
yeah,
Voiceover
exactly.
work.
He landed
Yeah.
the voice of the Joker,
And
and
he did-
he's been that pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's still known as that.
And
now.
he was in Kingsman 1.
The
And he was in
prequel,
Kingsman,
the
yeah.
prequel trilogy. I think the second film they could have just not bothered with that, and then
Yeah,
just
for
like
sure.
I mean, the third film was the best out of the three. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, it is actually because that's the point where it all starts tumbling
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
It's best watching something when there's actual conflict happening. The first two don't really have that.
The major
Try not to
concern
break
for
that,
me,
won't you?
the major concern for me is that they're on about doing another trilogy after this trilogy, and it's like, please no. I know you spent $4 billion.
I'm
Was
not
it
gonna break
4
it, I
billion
promise. Think
on
promise.
this franchise? But please don't ruin my childhood
Dan,
by making too many films.
Dan,
So we're all in
aren't you-
agreement. Get rid of Jar Jar Binks and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jar Jar Binks.
definitely.
And Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Because I think Ewan McGregor, I felt sorry for
And
him
Liam
because-
Neeson, for God's sake.
No,
get rid of
Liam Neeson was all right. Ewan
I don't like
McGregor.
Liam Neeson as an actor.
Ewan McGregor was good as like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I think he was just wasted on all three of them films.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are actually
Definitely.
bringing him back for an Obi-Wan spin-off
See,
film.
that's what I mean. I just don't want spin-offs. I just want
There's
them to do.
Oh,
7,
get ready.
8, and
Isn't
9,
there,
and then
isn't there now?
and get
like,
ready.
sorry,
Extend
isn't
it.
there now as many bits of extra content in the universe as there was before the reboot?
Yes.
And it's been like what 4 years?
Yep. There is going to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off movie. There's going to be a Han Solo spin-off movie, which
is
stars,
out in May.
which also
next May,
stars Tag and
I think.
Bink, who were part of a parody comic.
I'm
I'll
looking
tell you-
forward to the Han Solo
Star Wars.
one, which has
tell you what I'm looking forward to, is
your
it-
boy Charles Gambino.
Is it Donald Glover? Danny Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be
Childish
Lando
Gambino.
Calrissian,
Yeah,
and he's a
that's
good
cool.
actor. He is a really good actor.
He is very
He's
talented.
He was in Community, wasn't he?
good artist as well. Like
Was he in Community?
Hip hop artist.
It's Community, right? He was in.
I think it
Don't
was
know,
Community.
Not sure.
Yeah, I think it was Community.
Didn't
Anyway,
he do
should
writing
I?
for it as well?
So wait. We're in agreement. Get rid of Jar Jar Binks
And Hayden Christensen.
and Hayden
More
Christensen.
practical effects
Okay.
Yeah.
and different
Right.
directors.
Is there anything we could do like in post?
Yeah, just
In
edit all those
post.
guys out.
Okay. Right. Okay.
And then-
Do you want me to get him back in?
Yeah, go for it.
I
Alright,
would
cool.
I would
Give me-
rather that they just like replace it all with plasticine models and do a Wallace and Gromit version.
Yes.
I'll let him know. Give me a second. Let me-
I've joined the dark side.
All in Lego.
Gromit.
I don't like cheese now, Gromit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could try that, but maybe a bit difficult.
Steel prick, sit down.
I've started eating quark.
prick.
Cork.
Quark. Gromit.
Can you grab Steel prick and drag me to a seat, please?
Come here, you Polish bastard. Sit
I'm
down.
not Polish. How many times do I have to tell you?
Short dick. Sit down.
Do you have our ideas?
Look, I'm just saying it may be a bit hard to
Look.
speak this to Mr. Michael.
Look, it's not my fault that Polish, Russians, Lithuanians all sound the same. Apparently, so
It's not
I've
my
heard.
fault Michael Mouse is
Allegedly.
So
retarded.
I've heard allegedly,
Allegedly.
yeah. So
It's not my fault.
I'm really
Was that,
sorry,
w-
Steel Brick.
Were you told that by a certain Samwise Gamgee?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, Steel
yes.
Brick. We love you, really.
We do love you.
Yeah.
Just stop coming in here with things that... Come in here with inventions, not requests from Mr. Mouse.
Yeah, Mr. Mouse.
Well, I did have an invention, but you just
What was your
ushered me
invention?
up. We don't have time for that now. It's time for the next segment.
Okay.
So are you going to let Michael Mouse know
I suppose I'll have to. Yes.
and tell him I fucked his Mrs. Minnie Mouse?
I think he already knows.
Yeah,
He did.
that's
tell
why.
me-
That's why his baby's got ginger hair.
He did tell me specifically if I came into contact with a Daniel Cameron, I should notify his men.
If you do that, he will.
Notify,
Dan Cameron will snap your
and
neck.
I'll set mouse traps everywhere.
I will not notify him. I value my life much more than my relationship.
Oh,
with Mr.
fucking
Michael.
goofy.
Anyway,
later, Steel
I
Brick.
will. I will be going now.
See you later,
Bye,
Stiff
Zilbrick.
Breeze.
Bye, Zilbrick.
Bye.
See you later, Stiff Breeze.
Do come again.
See you later, Febreze. I
Okay,
like him.
that was.
I like him. He's got spunk.
I do as well. I think Steel Prick's a nice
Oh,
guy.
that's what it was. I thought he just dropped yogurt or something.
I did notice the stain on his trousers, but I didn't want to say anything.
I think it might
Fuck
have been.
it, next
I think
segment.
it might have been Muller.
I didn't want to be the one to mention it.
Cum
you know.
flavour.
Figured it would be a bit awkward.
Please,
Cum and
next
vanilla.
segment. Oh my god.
Hazelnut.
Cum and
vanilla.
hazelnut.
What the fuck?
Just the accent irritates me.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
I mean, according to Samwise Gamgee, the accent irritates
Yeah.
me. Hello. Okay, good.
Stop it.
That's because you have the habit of bashing your mic through it.
Sorry, my nose hits the.
He's got a big
wha-
nose. That's what it
I've
is.
got
Oh,
okay.
Hi there, I've got a big nose.
I've got. I'm sorry.
You're not
Come
a
in my
very.
wallet.
But
Were you
Ash's
censored
not
out
a
the
very
word
good
Jew? Is
Jew.
that
'cause
okay?
his skin.
I can do that.
Yeah. I've got an ooh.
He's
nose.
not a lawyer. Michael Denning's
Anyway,
a good Jew.
I think it's coming to the end of the show, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
So
Our
it's the
time
end of
together
it's
has
the
come
end
to a
of the
close.
show.
He's like a young
Thanks
Mel
for
Gibson.
listening, everyone, and we really appreciate all you guys. I'm trying to move my microphone up.
Well, stop playing with it.
Stop touching your mic, you
Stop arousing the microphone, you
Hello?
dick.
I'll have that fixed before you go.
Hello. Okay, there we go. I fixed the
I
microphone.
forgot to pick my cunt
Right.
of the week.
Oh, quickly now.
Alan Sugar.
Cool. Wait, why Alan Sugar?
She's a cunt.
Okay, right.
Amstrad's a good company. Fuck you.
Amstrad's a shit company.
Yeah, I know.
I've had 3 stereos from them fuckers, and they all broke within a year.
Anyway, Jason, do your thing.
Hello, my name is Jason Gould. You can find me at the YouTube channel Jason Gould, otherwise known as WizKing27. On there, you'll find random videos of just random shit that I've done every now and again. You may not want to watch that. You may want to see me play games, and if you do, you can see that on Vault Entertainment, or you can watch me stream live on Vault Archives. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and no, not Thursdays, Fridays. I will at some point, believe me. And I have a Twitter, which I think is @editor now. So follow
You
that
are-
if you want to see me retweet shit.
You've become very good at this whole outro thing.
You know, it's sort of a routine at this point.
Okay. And have you got any specific things going on in your life right now? that
Specific
you want
things going on
people
in
to
my
look at?
life. I'm on a quest to find a lady.
So if you're a single lady with low standards,
So if
here's
you
your
are
boy.
if you are what the fuck does Christian say, like a girlfriendless lady? who is not ugly and is not disabled, then please do come to my.
If you're a 6 or 7, then Jason would be interested.
if you're a
If you're
9,
6 or 7 and you're quite desperate,
if you're a
then-
9 with low standards, oh boy,
Oh,
Jason's your guy.
Don't say that. Jason's a gentleman.
Jason would say it himself. I think I'm okay to say it.
I know, but he's a gentleman.
He is a very nice boy.
Much
Dan!
like-
You can follow me into the edge of oblivion
Okay.
as this world crumbles around us.
All right.
And where can we find you on Twitter?
Never.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you could just find me falling down an endless chasm.
Cool. I am Ashley. I run this shit show. I don't really, but I like
Like
to
a young
pretend I do.
Alec Baldwin.
You
Yeah,
can
so all
find me.
complaints to Ashley.
Yep, you can find me. You can find the complaints department at LON Free
No,
Enigma
next
on
to your chocolate
Twitter.
starfish.
That's Lone Enigma, and the same on YouTube. Also, if you live in Peterborough, keep your eyes posted for a fun event I'm going to be hosting, which has like a bake sale, a tuck shop, and at the end you get
It's
to see me
called- it's a
shave all of my
concert
hair
called-
off.
It's a concert called Rock Out of Your Cock Out.
Yeah, you get to see me shave all my hair off for it.
And he'll have his
Headlining,
dick out at the
Wahoo.
same time.
headlining is Rolf Harris, live from his prison cell.
But yeah, there'll be more information for that. There'll be more information for that in the coming weeks. Thank you very much, and Paul.
Yes, at the moment you can usually find me in the bathroom. I've got to finish the tiling, and you can follow me to the DIY shop when I've forgotten something.
I thought you were going to say in the bathroom.
And that
Rubber
was
duck.
the tripod.
Oh,
Thanks for
splashing in the tub.
listening, and make sure to ring your mother. She loves you.
Yeah, fuck off.
Splish splash, I was licking some gas. Do 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 do.
Tripod. 3 cunts in the city here doing nothing but it's a tripod.